Hi, so today's pick a card reading is of a different style than usual. One where you can ask your question or questions and get answers to them. But before we begin, I would really like you to know this. It is quite important that you do not ask questions where you feel a lot of attachment to the answer you might get, because then this will absolutely influence the answer you'll get and it won't be accurate. So instead, try to ask questions where you just feel a bit curious about the answer. And also, we aren't supposed to get all our questions answered, because that just wouldn't be fun and it would take away the magic in life. So before you ask, also tune in and feel if this really is a question where you are supposed to know the answer. And also, there aren't just yes and no cards in these piles, because some of our questions simply cannot be answered with a yes or no. So yeah, just so you know. And the card goes from left to right. So over here is card number 1, and here on the bottom row is card number 6. Once you have stated your question and tuned in to which card you feel has the answer for you, then head down to the description box below, where I have put timestamps for each and every card. So, if you have chosen card number 1, the answer to your question is: don't stop. This is not the time to give up. Continue to move in the direction of your hopes, dreams, or plans. You are on the right path, and you should see progress as long as you stay the course. It is very important that you stand your ground and believe in yourself. Don't let others intimidate you into quitting. Just because they don't have your vision doesn't mean you shouldn't follow your heart. So if you want to ask any additional questions to get more clarity, you can do so, but preferably just a few more times, because otherwise you will begin to know where the cards lay. So if you have chosen pile number 2, the answer to your question is: choose a new direction. The time has come to choose a new direction for your life. The circumstances that you find yourself living in may seem unfulfilling, or perhaps your heart is full of discontent. You know that there is something more out in the world for you, and you have been procrastinating, following the guidance of your angels. Make a conscious choice to be the person that you know you are meant to be. Create an action plan for yourself that leads you in the direction of your divine life purpose. So, begin taking steps immediately toward a happier future. If you want to, you can ask additional questions to get more clarity, but preferably just a few more times, because otherwise you will know where the cards lay. So if you have chosen card, if you have chosen card number 3, the answer to your question is a firm yes. The decision you have made is the right one. There is no need to continue to sort through additional options. You know what to do, and you should move forward with your plans. You have made the correct choice for your personal growth and development. However, some decisions can be a true challenge. If the task ahead of you is daunting or even sad, then proceed with your plans in a way that is life-affirming and very self-loving. Ask your angels to be with you every step of the way, and do not hesitate to also call upon friends and family for support. You can ask additional questions if you want more clarity, but preferably just a few more, because otherwise you will begin to know where the cards lay. So if you have chosen card number 4, the answer to your question is a firm no. But there is really no need to worry, because you will see why this is the perfect answer to your question as time goes by. And this card can also mean that perhaps the question you just asked is of the sort that you aren't supposed to get an answer to. So tune in to your heart and you will know what is the correct answer of those two options. And if you want to ask other questions, you can do so, but preferably just a few more, because otherwise you will know where the cards lay. So if you have chosen card number 5, the answer to your question is yes. And there is really not much more to say about that answer. But if you want more clarity, you can of course ask additional questions, but preferably just a few more, because otherwise you will begin to know at which positions the cards lay. So if you have chosen card number 6, the answer to your question is a no. But there is no need to worry, because you will see why this truly is the perfect answer to your question as the time goes by. And this card can also mean that perhaps you have asked a question where you aren't supposed to know the answer. So just tune in and ask yourself whichever option is the one that is true for you. And if you want to ask additional questions, you can of course do that, but preferably just a few more, because otherwise you will begin to know where the cards lay. So if you have chosen card number 7, the answer to your question is there is something better. This really is my favorite card out of all the 9, and I will read from the book for you. Heaven has something wonderful in mind for you. However, it is not the same thing that you have planned. But ask yourself what you would rather have, the very thing that you are asking for, or something that will make you much happier and more fulfilled. Sometimes the divine has joys in store for us that we could never imagine on our own. So open your mind and heart to the possibility that you deserve even more than what you're asking for. Trust your angels to guide you in new and exciting directions. So if you want to ask any additional questions, you can do so, but preferably just a few more, because otherwise you will begin to know where the cards lay, and this can impact the answers. So if you have chosen card number 8, the answer to your question is reconsider. There is an element of your plan that should be re-evaluated. Take some time to really go through your project or proposal thoroughly. Share your intentions with a trusted friend or advisor who can give you objective feedback, and ask your angels for guidance. This is not the moment to make the change in your life that you are considering. A better time will come, or you will just realize that you wish to choose a different kind of transformation for yourself. If you want more clarity, you can ask additional questions. or just questions that doesn't have anything to do with the question you just asked, but preferably just a few more, because otherwise you will begin to know at which positions the cards lay, and that might impact your ability to get an accurate answer. So, if you have chosen card number 9, the answer to your question is unlikely. The situation you have asked about is unlikely to occur as you are imagining it. There may be a different version of events that will take place, or it may be that what you have asked about is simply not in your highest, greatest good. Place your focus on an alternative possibility and open your eyes to different opportunities. Be willing to experience a unique and more uplifting outcome than the one that you had planned for yourself. If you want to ask any additional questions or just any other questions, you can of course do so, but preferably just a few more, because otherwise you will begin to know at which positions the cards lay, and that might impact the answers you will get.